Hello, I'm Harriet Muller, and today I've had a request to draw an apple. So find yourself an apple to copy. You're going to need a pencil, a pen, an eraser, some colouring pencils, and some plain white paper. So let's get started. So we're going to start off with a circle in the centre of the page. Now this doesn't have to be perfect as usual, don't worry, just a rough circle like that. If it's easier to draw around something, then please do. Now, the next step, we're going to be doing kind of an oval shape. So that's going to be towards the top of this circle. So just make sure that the oval shape overlaps the circle. Just an oval shape like that. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a shape like that. Next, we're going to be drawing across the centre of the apple. We're going to be doing a curved line. So again, it doesn't have to be right in the centre. I'm just going to do a line like so. Now, the top of this line is going to be the stalk. So I'm going to be drawing a stalk at the top. Just like that. Now we're going to add the line here, so just draw a thicker line just like that. We're going to make the shape of the apple a little bit realistic, so here where the curved line hits the bottom, just going to go up slightly and there. And we're going to follow the circle round, but we're going to make it just slightly bigger at the top, and then it's going to come in again. Every apple is different, so it doesn't matter if you don't get it the perfect shape. And then it will come out slightly, just here. There we go. Just like so. So I'm going to go over it in pen now. Okay, so now I've rubbed out all the lines in pencil, and I've drawn it all in black ink. So we're going to start colouring using colouring pencils. So find your lightest colour. So I'd find my lightest green and my yellow. Now the light's hitting the apple just about here. So this is going to be the lightest part. What I tend to do, I tend to go over the whole entire drawing with the lighter shade, and then I just build up the darker areas. So I'm going to cover the whole apple in yellow. You'll see why. I also made the stalk a little bit realistic up the top. Now this doesn't have to be super neat, just do it as roughly as you'd like. What I tend to do with colouring pencils is that I'll in order to get them blended, I'll use an eraser afterwards, and I'll just go over parts just to blend them in nicely. Okay, so that's everything in yellow. Now I'm going to do the lightest green area, which is here. I'm just going to do it very, very softly. And then I'm going to press a little bit harder when we get to the shaded areas. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit, and then I'll slow it down when I come to shading. Sorry, when I come to blending. Okay, so now I've finished colouring it in. If you noticed, I used a very dark blue coloured colouring pencil to do all the really dark areas. I tend not to use black. I always use a really, really dark blue, and if I need to make it any darker, I'll use a really, really dark brown. So the way that I blend colouring pencils is I just use an eraser, just really lightly, just starting with the lighter areas first. And I'll just do these little kind of circular motions just to get it all blended in. It just gives it a little bit of a softer appearance. Can you see it's just making it a little bit more blended? There we go. This area as well. Always got to do the shadow, otherwise it will be flying in space. So here's our finished apple drawing. It looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? Well, if you've enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and liking, and if you've got any requests, please put them in the comments section below. Hope to see you on the next one. Thank you, bye bye.